Hello there. Please give me a moment. All right. Welcome to my cozy nook. Here, I read stories from all genres and poetry with all themes. My goal is to provide a place where one can indulge in whatever they feel like at the time, whether it's scary stories, fairy tales, or stories from another country. Today, I will start off with poetry. Today's poets are S.K. Williams. S.K. Williams is not really a person, but a poet couple. I reached out to them in hopes that maybe I can get permission and not get copyright striked for reading some of their works, and they actually gave me permission, and I am super grateful for that. Now, I'm not going to read too many of their works. I don't want to abuse that permission. I want to read enough so that way I can get their works out there and have you all support them. Now, I will start off with a few that really spoke to me, and I really do hope it speaks to you as well. Now, without further ado, allow me the privilege to introduce some of their works to you. Self reminder number three: it's okay to not be so hard on yourself, to wear your pain on your face. Give yourself a little time to let go, to fall down and crumble and get back up when you're ready. It's okay to let yourself feel, even if it's painful. When my knuckles grow white, when my eyes glisten, when my cheeks fill in red, when my jaw clenches, when my mouth hangs open, when I'm so filled with anger or despair that I've forgotten who I am. Will you take my hand? Will you call my name and bring me back? Will you remind me who I am when I forget? Take a moment, close your eyes, and listen to the sea, the soothing lull of the waves. Sink down beneath the surface, deeper, deeper, deeper still, until you can't hear the wind, you can't see the light, and you can't smell the salt in the air. Sink inside yourself and find peace within. If one day you look in the mirror and no longer recognize yourself, if you've been wearing a mask too long and forgotten what's underneath, please be brave enough to shed the skin you found yourself walking around in. Be brave enough to find yourself, to discover who you really are. You may not like everything you find, but that's okay. This is not the end. Be brave enough to change who you are, to try your best, to be someone you can be proud of. And be gentle with yourself. Be tender and patient and loving and kind. These things take time. Make myself proud. I missed the naive little boy in me who believed he could change the world. When did he grow up? He used to believe I could be anything. Can I go back to being his hero? When did I wake up from my dreams? Why did I ever stop trying to make them a reality? I want to make that little boy proud. I want to find the hope he held on to when the world was crumbling all around and he had no reason to believe. But he did anyway. I want to pick up the pieces my life fell into. I want to keep trying to make the world a place we can be proud of, where we listen more than we talk over each other, where we help each other up when we don't have the strength to stand on our own, where we realize we can change ourselves if we don't like who we've become. Someday, I hope it all looks the way it does in my head. I know we can get there if we listen a little more instead. I know it will take more than I know, but I know now those dreams are so much more than a show. I can't give them up. I won't let them go. It's so beautiful. I see it. Just what we could be. If I can do only one thing in the time I have left to live a life with no regret, I hope it's this: to leave behind a better world than the one I came into. I think underneath it all, we are very much the same: flesh and bone and soul, a desire to be happy and whole, but often unsure of ourselves or of others, and trying each day to be better. It is so important to try to understand the things we do not, the people we think we cannot, because all things deserve to be understood, even the wicked and the cruel. Sometimes they are just so because no one cares about them or tries to understand what makes them different. You do not have to agree with someone to listen to them, to understand the sadness in their bones and the warm intentions of their heart. The poems that were featured were from the book Maybe Today, a collection of poems. S.K. Williams also has a book of poems called Love by Night, and their third book, Before You Know It, will be out this year in 2024. I highly recommend you pick these books up at your local bookseller. I remember seeing Maybe Today, and it's a beautiful cover. And I opened it up, read a couple of poems, and just thought, I'm not leaving this store without this book. I'm not sure if anyone's ever encountered a book like that, but I've encountered this feeling with this and also Twisted Wonderland manga, but that's not important right now. So that will be all for today, and until next time, good night.